question.
Many people will talk about for many years to come after this fight.
Yeah! This is the champ! Where's David Haye at? Where's David Haye at? Don't touch me. Where's David? Don't touch me, yo. Don't touch me. Do me a favor. Don't touch me. I can talk from wherever I want to talk. Just don't do yourself a favor. Don't touch the champ. Let's go, champ! David, I got you on camera. Do me a favor, champ. Tell the people back at home why you fighting him, who we never heard of, instead of me. I came to your country for a fight. Let's go, champ. Give an answer, champ. We need an answer. We need an answer, champ. We need an answer. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Will you pass a brain scan? That's the question. We need to know.
Anytime, any day. Anytime, just had 8 fights. In my eyes, everything done, champ. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm 44 years old, and I'm in better shape than when I was 24 years old. He's a chump, y'all. Who's he fighting? Who is this guy? We never heard of you. Who are you? Who are you? Who?
Let's get it on, baby.
Let's go, champ. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you, champ? David, what's up? You've been playing hide and seek everywhere. You've been playing hide and seek everywhere, champ.
Do you really think you can beat me, genuinely?
Excuse me?
You genuinely think you after payday, or you genuinely think you can beat me?
I know I can beat you. You fighting him. You fighting him.
Guys, this guy's undefeated.
Man, he ain't no, we never heard of him. I'm knocking him out right now.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So that clip right there was courtesy of my girl, Michelle Phelps from Behind the Gloves. If you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to her channel. A lot of great boxing content like that right there. So your man Shannon Briggs invades David Haye's press conference, fighting against Arnold. I ain't gonna even try to pronounce the last name, but his name is Arnold and his nickname is the Cobra. He's an undefeated fighter and very unknown. So Shannon the Cannon Briggs, aka Let's Go Champ, he invades the press conference, and basically he tells David Haye what a lot of fans were wondering. Why are you fighting someone that we've never heard of? And Shannon Briggs, once again, he makes a great point. He's calling out David Haye. We all know the way that Shannon Briggs has been promoting himself, on YouTube, social media sites. You got to give Shannon Briggs a lot of credit, man, because what he has been able to do with the platforms that are, available today, once again, with all his social media, he has basically been able to reinvent himself. Shannon Briggs' situation is very analogous to Kevin Hart's situation, because a lot of people don't know this, but Kevin Hart, he basically used the YouTube platform to catapult his career. And this is pretty much what Shannon Briggs is doing in the sport of boxing, and it's genius. I mean, it's just pure genius what Shannon Briggs is doing right now. Now, you guys didn't see it because I didn't play the entire clip. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link in the description box so you guys can watch the entire video. But later on in that press conference, David Haye, he said, let's make a deal. Why don't you fight on my undercard? You fight on my undercard, and then we'll fight next. And of course, Shannon Briggs was like, do you promise that you'll fight me if I do that? So that sounds like something that will actually possibly come to fruition. Hopefully it does. I think all of us would rather see David Haye versus Shannon Briggs as opposed to David Haye versus someone we've never even heard of. Regardless if Shannon Briggs is 44 years old, past his prime, and hasn't really been fighting top-notch fighters, he's promoted himself so well, he's basically sold the fight. I mean, it's kind of reminds me of Broner versus Theophane. That was not a big fight, but all the back and forth talking with Adrian Broner, Floyd Mayweather, it sold the fight. Okay, so I really wish a lot more fighters would do what Shannon Briggs is doing right now. If Vladimir Klitschko went surfing, Shannon Briggs was there on the speedboat talking shit. Fight me, let's go champ. You know what I mean? It didn't matter where Vladimir Klitschko was. If he was skydiving, Shannon Briggs, he'll fly out of nowhere with a parachute. Let's go, champ. Wherever you go, I go. This is the type of stuff that Shannon Briggs was doing. Pure genius in the sport of boxing. And I'm telling you right now, if more fighters were doing this. I know this is not a lot of fighters' style, but realistically, if Andre Ward would have been doing this to Gennady Golovkin, if Golovkin would have been doing this to Canelo Alvarez, if Guillermo Rigo would have been doing this to Leo Santa Cruz, those fights would have damn near happened. And if it didn't happen, the reluctant fighter would take a huge hit to his reputation. So this is the type of pressure that we need to see more fighters apply on these fighters that they want to get in the ring. Shannon Briggs is going to get one of these big name fighters in the ring because he refuses to take no for an answer. This is how you sell a fight, man. This is how you sell a fight. Like I keep telling you guys, Shannon Briggs is not one of the best heavyweights in the world, but all of us wants to see him in the ring with one of these big names because he sold the fight. He sold any fight, you know, because we know him so much, with him coming up with this great line, "Let's go champ," and all that kind of stuff. We want to see him in the ring with a big name fighter. He reinvented himself, okay? So for the 1,000th time, I want to see more fighters do this. If you got that fighter in your division that won't fight you for nothing, man, get on a plane, man. Fly to his house. Pop up while he's surfing, while he's skateboarding, while he's at the park barbecuing, whatever. Keep your foot on their neck and don't take it off until they say, okay, I'll fight